Earth signs, welcome into the weekly reading. Let's go. All right, Earth signs, Earth signs. Man, oh man, welcome into the weekly reading. Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. How you doing? You are here if you are Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus sign, because you are in a twin flame, deep soulmate connection, right? And you guys are in some sort of challenge, separation, and you are here looking for guidance. Tiana Louise, Intuitive Coach Sultant. You guys are my last reading, so my voice is like, I don't know, played out a little bit. So I may be speaking at lower tones, but nonetheless, I want to say thank you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate your likes, your comments, your shares, your subscribes. Right? I also appreciate those of you who have booked private readings, booked coaching, coaching sessions. Yeah, been having a lot of fun with that. This week we're breaking things down by element. Number one, because hey, look, I like to switch it up every now and again. But number two, just had a lot going on in my personal life this week, along with things happening in a positive way in my professional life, things moving, growing, expanding in my business, and so needing to spread my energy, right, without being stretched too thin. So this week we're breaking it down by element versus individual zodiac. I will do that from time to time to help me still help you while also taking care of myself. So with that being said, let's look at what your energy is right now, right? This has been such a karmic time, right? There's just been so much going on in the world, so much going on astrologically. Very easy for us to get so focused on everything outside of ourselves, including our relationships, and I'm definitely going to help you look at that. But first, one of the most important things is to look at yourself, because looking at where you are gives you a lot of insight into your connections. So, what's the overarching theme in your energy field this week, Earth signs? Oh, I love it. Cinnamon. Cinnamon is so sweet, right? So this is the Essential Oils Oracle deck. I just got it in the mail today, actually, and I thought it would be cool to use here. I create essential oil blends, something that will be coming to you in the near future. And so I'm a big believer in the power of essential oils and the ability that they have to help us heal, not just physically, but emotionally and mentally. So cinnamon is one of those sweet ones. I like to use it when I want to trigger my creativity, ground my senses, things like that. And I love that the anchor for this card is intimacy. Okay, so you really grounding into intimacy and what that feels like, right? The goodness of that. And the trigger statement that may be coming up for you at this time, this is actually something that you might be thinking, is this is too good to be true. Can't happen to me. This is too good. Not going to fall for this. Nope, can't trust it, right? And that is a block to intimacy and vulnerability. So if anything like that is coming up in your experience right now, you really want to move away from that and allow yourself to experience the goodness that life has to offer you. Allow yourself to experience more joy, more love, right? Raise your vibration, raise your resonance by swimming in the sweetness of life. That's the message of this card. So, allowing yourself to feel into the abundance of life in the universe. It's important, right? Yes, yes, all of this goodness could be available to you, right? It's not just for everyone else, Earth sign. So let's get some tarot to clarify that. Why is this triggering you at this time? Because someone may have returned from the past, right? And that has you on some level worried. Either they've returned from the past, or you've been going back in your head and your heart in the past. You've been thinking about, whether or not it's possible, if the things that you feel intuitively about this connection, which probably, are all good, if that could really ever happen, right? And that keeps you up at night, right? Yeah. Could you really have it all? Ten of Pentacles, that's the have it all card. It's the ultimate wealth, ultimate family, ultimate relationship, right? Ultimate life. Can you have that? Is that available for you? Is that something that could come into your experience? Okay? And I feel like you've been really worried about whether or not something, likely this connection that you're here watching this reading for, will come back into union, will return and be good again, right? And so you really have to believe in the goodness of life, right? And seek it out in every area of life, not just in this connection, right? You have to seek it out in all of your experiences, okay? And have the confidence and the belief that it can show up. This card is connected to the solar plexus chakra, which is about, the way we view ourselves, how we believe about ourselves, the confidence that we have in ourselves, our self-esteem, right? That's what you got to work on, okay? Because, the doubt, the worry, the fear, it pushes it away, okay? So let's see what the karmic energy is surrounding this at this time. What's the karmic lesson for you here with this intimacy energy? Oh, yep, ego, arrogance. You're going to have to put that down. Put that to the side, right? And not allow it to block you, right? And this could be how you see your person, as arrogant, as narcissistic, egoic. Well, let me tell you something. You seeing them in that way is not helping the energy of this connection, right? You're going to have to take a different approach. You're going to have to push the envelope of yourself here. You're going to have to push yourself to, have the courage to believe more in what it is you want to create versus, what that other person may be showing you. And I think it's interesting because I've shuffled those cards a great deal, and it's the number 17 and 18 card. So it's like one follows the other, right? And so with that pushing the envelope, it's about growing beyond any perceived limitations, particularly the ones in your mind, right? But not to the point of desperation, right? Not to the point of ego and arrogance either, right? Just, to the point of having a solid belief and inner knowingness, right? That what you have or what you want, you can have, okay? and being willing to take a good, honest look at what it is you want and where in your beliefs you may be blocking it. Okay, so putting the pride down to the side. Important for you at this time. All right, so that's where you are. If that was your message, then it resonated. If it didn't, take what did and leave the rest behind. So, let's see what's going on with your person. What's going on in their life, in their experience? What's the overarching theme coming up for them as a challenge right now? Siberian fir. That's interesting. That's a heart chakra card. Having to move to a place of acceptance in our heart, right? And I love that the trigger statement that comes up is, we must remember. That plays off of that Six of Cups card that came up in your energy, because the Six of Cups is a card of remembering the past, right? But sometimes it's not healthy to constantly remember the past and think about the past. So the affirmation, the true statement here is, I am free of the habits that do not serve me. And the message of the card says that, you lay down the armor passed down to you from your family. You release habits that are not serving you and forgive on behalf of generations past. So your person is being called to look at their karmic patterns, the places in life that they've allowed those karmic patterns to show up and dominate and keep them in a negative cycle, a spiral. That's what I see. I see them in like this loop, repeating patterns, right? The way that they look at things, the way they think about things, the way they speak about things, and then the actions they take based on the perceptions they form about everyone and everything around them. Yep, and it's because they have refused to stop remembering what has hurt them. It's like they have been unable to accept what has happened so that they can move forward. So that's highlighted for them right now. They can't not see that. And so they're going to have to make a choice. They're going to have to choose if they want to heal this energy. Right? And they may be walking around like they're just fine, because this kind of energy, like I said, it lives in the heart. Tucked away deep. And we cover it up with all kinds of things. All kinds of masks, right? To shield ourselves, right? So let's see. Yeah. But no matter how much we try to cover it up, we know how we feel inside, and this person does not feel good. Five of Cups energy. This is regret. This is constantly replaying over and over and over again. So if you're feeling this person, this is likely why, because they are ruminating over some stuff right now. And this card is about remembering not to lose sight of the good things that still exist. Being able to free yourselves of the things that don't work, didn't work, were hurtful. Like, to stop remembering that. But you can't stop remembering it if you're constantly looking at it. Okay, so what do you have to do? You're going to have to temper. You're going to have to temper yourself. That's what they have to do right now. They're going to have to balance things out. And the first thing they have to do is balance their emotions around it. Right? Understand, yes, we all have suffered painful experiences. But the name of the game is not allowing those experiences in the past to dictate and determine who we are and how we feel in the present. Yes, should that information and the wisdom that came out of those painful lessons inform us? Yes, of course. But should they control and dominate and determine for us who we are to be, how we are to be? No way. Okay, so that's what that person is having to deal with at this time, and they're having to find fulfillment within themselves to do so. I look at the Nine of Pentacles card as a card of security, personal security, right? It can be linked to material wealth and things like that, but in this sense, I feel like it's tied to self-worth, self-value, right? And really understanding that our value is not connected or linked or determined or even affected in any way by the experiences that we have. The experiences that we have are just the experiences that we have. It has nothing to do with our own worth and our own value. But we can allow it to diminish our value if we choose this kind of perspective, this Five of Cups perspective, which is, about a lack of insight, a lack of knowledge, and not understanding why something may have happened. And then that creates sadness, which then disturbs our inner peace, which makes it impossible for us to be in a place of acceptance. Okay? So, very interesting. Very, very interesting. So, what's the overall energy between you and this person at this time? What does your connection, what does it look like? Earth sign. We're going to take a look at all of that in the extended reading. Okay? So you want to get that in the link below in the description box. We're going to do a deeper dive into the connection now that we know where both of you guys are. And thank you. Thank you so much for being here with me. So appreciate your love and support. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel, and connect with me. All of my information on how to do so. If you want to book a private reading, more than happy to do that for you. How to schedule that is also in the description box below. And if this is where we end, Earth sign, at least for now, I will talk to you again soon. Peace.